Hello, and welcome back to the Bay of Sins. I may have gotten sidetracked by something and forgotten to put up what I normally have here. So, now this. You type in COW 2411 in the game, this is where you'll be. Anyway, let's go over here. So I updated the creation kit before I went live, in the hopes that maybe that would reduce the lag, and I think it has, slightly. Not massively, but maybe enough to notice. The other thing is, I saw when I was watching this stream back from the future. No, watching my last stream back, I forgot about this barrel. So we're gonna quickly take care of this, and then we're going to go and light up the rest of Baytown, probably starting with the town hall. That is not at all what I wanted to go for. Miscellaneous, packing. Instance naming rule. There's packing. Here we go. Barrel. This stream's probably going to be even shorter than my last streams because I'm feeling a bit iffy at the moment. This has nothing to do with the excuse yesterday. This is a totally different thing. But yeah, that's all you're getting as well. I'm not going to go into any detail about what it is, so that you can imagine for yourself. Maybe I've been bitten by a T-Rex, and that's what it is. You decide. Oh wow, the lag is really something. And welcome to our lag preserves, where we keep all of the nation's lag. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I still hold out hope that really no one can hear that. And every once in a while I just say excuse me for no reason. What are these called? Because we can probably find pack-ins for them. Fancy light. Oh. Fancy light. Ah, good. Unfortunately, I don't think I can replace these with pack-ins. That's not what I pressed, I promise. Control F? Yes. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get a fancy light pack-in. Fancy light with one pack-in. No, we can't. Okay. Damn, that's annoying. Back to the adventures of replacing lights. That did not go how I wanted it to go. Let's turn on rotation snap. Yay! Need to be a bit higher, do we think? Is that actually looks fine. Alright, great. I will keep a note. It's in my clipboard now. It's in, just sad, my clipboard. Right, it's centered. Oh, that's pretty, sure. If you want that to be centered, that's what it can be. Yay. Yeah, it's good enough. Sure. Look, if you're coming up and examining the lights on the walls here, might I suggest that instead of doing that, you play the mod? I know it's crazy, but maybe? Just maybe. Alright, there. Now, I have to confess, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to go through each one, aren't I? Of course I am. Okay. Really hope these all have the same Z coordinate, and it's not gonna be like, oh no, the light, this one's higher up, isn't it? This one's absolutely higher up. Oh my yes. Actually, it's lower down, but you know, that's fine. We can just copy them from over here. Over here. this one. This is probably going to be amazingly tedious. So if you want to skip this episode, it's not an episode. If you want to skip this stream, go ahead. Go right ahead. I cannot say that I will blame you. I think that's completely fair. Part of me wants to just kind of position them and leave it and be like, good enough. But I know I shouldn't. I know that I shouldn't. It's annoying that, I don't know, these aren't somehow linked together so that I can just edit the Z-axis on that, but whatever. Of course they're different. They're different and I don't remember which one is which. Excellent. Pretty sure this one's 702, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe I could get away with just changing the Z-axis on the lights. Probably can. I don't think anybody will notice if some of them are like 2 game units higher or lower than the other. Game units are incredibly small. I have like a terrible sense for distance and weight. I have no idea like how much weight a pound is, or how long a mile is. It's just like, it's a thing. I don't understand it. But a game unit is small. I can tell you that much. Oh, that's not good. This I may actually need to unfuck a bit. Because 13 game units, that might be noticeable. Actually, I suppose it's only 11. But well, there it is. You know what, since I'm doing this, let's just do it on this one too. Never mind the thing about 2 game units. Fuck it. Maybe what I should do is open up a notepad document and write down the Z coordinates. I say write down, copy paste the Z coordinates. And then do it that way so that I don't have to keep opening those up. That would probably be quicker and more efficient. Now watch as I don't do that. I am kind of wondering if I want to get rid of some of the lights that I've put in and just keep these side lights, because they'll probably provide enough illumination so that I don't really need to worry about any of it. I hope you're all prepared for when it turns out that these lights are flowing and I have to completely redo it. That's gonna be really fucking annoying. Let me tell you. Okay. Or if I could edit them all at the same time, that'd be good. Oh, that's not right. Oops. Oh, that one is a lot lower down, apparently. Apparently, I mean, I can't really tell, but... Please select the thing that I want you to select. Yeah. By the end of this, I'll just have remembered the Z coordinate, and it'll be annoying because it won't apply to anything else. I think I can probably get away with that. And because I can, I will. Or at least I'll not do... Look. Don't worry about it. Alright. There. You can always tell it's been a short stream when the next stream is on the same album. You know, and it obviously hasn't repeated. I'm listening to this. Okay. have to say, Packins are pretty neat. I like them, although I do wish that they were joined together somehow. Maybe with some kind of parent-child link or something. Let me just throw out words that might make sense. Oh, that one was close. Is this the last one? This is indeed the last one. So that, you know, when people are having a town hall meeting, they can see each other's ugly faces and go, dear God, this is why I stay indoors. I'm trying to think, actually, if Baytown has any people who can afford to stay indoors. I don't think it does. Actually, Malcolm's probably rich enough to do that, but he's a people person. Malcolm is surprisingly well off. He doesn't seem particularly, but he is. He's got quite the fortune. Which is basically me just saying, you know, if you want to kill him and take his shit, just you go for it. you can stomach killing the only, like, reasonable character, the only character who isn't a complete piece of shit, then hey, go for it. That's noticeable. I do kind of wonder how they, what process they went through to decide that this light should be here. That seems a bit odd to me, but, you know, whatever. It works. This lamp is merely for show. It doesn't actually do anything. I'm looking at the town hall and I'm thinking, this is kind of bare, and then I'm also thinking, wait, it's a town hall, it probably should be kind of bare. Yes, and this is where we play cards over here in the town hall. Okay. Yeah, never mind that one. I think I want to get rid of some of these lights. I think maybe I should just have a wall light here instead. Instead of these hanging ceiling lights. Totally not saying that because I don't want to do 4 hanging ceiling back-end light. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. You just get that right out of your mind right now. Oh, How's this look? You like this? Wow, that is. I think we actually. I think we do like that. Down a bit. That's actually fairly close to the center. Yay! Good. Oh look, now suddenly we're upside down. Thanks, Gak. Creation kit, but whatever the fuck it's called. This program that I'm using. Thanks. Good job. I'll leave it like that. It's not exactly central, but that's fine. This looks like the kind of thing that could have been rigged up post-war anyway. It doesn't look like it really belongs. Which, I'm okay with, actually. I don't think I'm gonna light up this area because I honestly don't think anyone uses it for anything, so I don't think they've bothered. This area needs to be lit off, though. Oh yeah, we have a coffee table here. Of course we have a fucking coffee table. Damn. I think we'll go with one of those nice fancy lights rather than the high-tech light. Put one of these. Stick it here. Oh wow, that actually lined up. What a nice change. It's probably not enough lighting using after all the secretary. I don't know why there's a secretary up here. What is okay. Was the idea behind this that they could do some last minute work before going down to the town hall meeting? Alright, let's put a fancy light over here. And I think there are fancy lights up here because this is where the the town leaders sit before coming down to address the town in a town meeting, and I'm not gonna sell for any disgusting high-tech lights. No. This is a corrupt town. They're gonna have the best shit. Well, maybe the entire town isn't corrupt, but it's led by very corrupt people. Look, as I can't quite manipulate this. Hooray! Thank you, lag. Oh my god, please do what I want. Is that good enough? Is that on the wall? No? Sure, okay. Sometimes it's quicker just to click. Alright. Please? Maybe? Okay. I think I'm alright with that. I don't really want to light this up too much. I think I should probably provide a light here, though. And it too shall be a... excuse me. It too shall be a fancy light, for I am lazy and cannot decide on other kinds of lights. You sort of wonder if the lights are contributing to the lag, and whether I should just sort of turn them off. I'm fairly sure I can turn them off, although admittedly I don't remember how. But I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Please? No? Maybe? Come on. I hope that, that at least one person watching was thinking to themselves, man, I really want to just see him struggle to manipulate lights in the gag. You know, if that's what's going on, that'll really make my day. This one's for you, guy. Right, shall we go to the mayor's office? This is like right there. It's like right outside. Should we just go over here and, oh, I lived the mayor's office, how far? I guess I have. Never mind. Let's light up this house. This, of course, being, I think this is somebody's house. I don't remember whose, though. Or it might be the next door neighbor who's important. We'll see if I can remember from what's been placed in here. Oh wow, this is generic as shit. And empty. I should really clutter this up a bit more. We've got a desk in here, though, so it belongs to someone. This isn't the deputies, is it? I think it might be. I have a sneaking suspicion. Feel free to call me on that if I'm wrong. Because I sure as shit don't remember. I really should, but I don't, so there we go. What kind of lights do we want to give this one? Do you want to get a chandelier? Do you want to just, go the whole 9 yards? Give me a chandelier, yeah? That's really not what I was expecting, and now I'm totally fine with leaving it in. I thought there was going to be a proper chandelier. Oh well. This? That's not really the kind of smaller one I was hoping for. How about this? I'm okay with that. I do kind of wonder if maybe I need to give it a larger radius, though. This is a surprisingly bright bulb. Do not fear, it is just surprisingly bright. There is nothing to worry about. Everything is normal. That is fucking blinding. The thing is, though, I'm thinking about it, and I've got like a side light that I use to light up my room, and it's nice. It kind of reflects off the walls. But if I turn on my proper light, it looks a lot like this. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Fuck it. This man does not have a comfortable lifestyle. Okay. Now I do want to clutter the place up a little bit because I'm looking around and I'm just shocked at how bare it is. Shocked. So let's put in some shelves with some crap on them. Oh, actually, are there pack-ins with shelves? Where's miscellaneous? And where's pack-in? There it is. Oh, there are. This is too big. Yes, I'm a kleptomaniac. This is where I keep all the things I steal. Oh. Oh, that's nice, I guess. Whatever works for you. Yes, I keep my beer and actually I think that's whiskey. My whiskey and stuff here, along with a lot of bullshit. Just tons of shit. Oh, okay. You know what? We can put this here. Go with that. Good. I'm glad everything dropped. This is gonna be my biggest problem with packets. None of it like relates to each other at all. It's just like whatever. Okay. You know, I can probably just put more containers in here. I think more furniture of some description. Sure. Wish I could remember whose house this is. Just kind of stumbled in, and I don't know who's it. I'm pretty sure this isn't the deputies, but I do think it's someone important. I can't remember at all. Maybe that means I'm wrong, and it doesn't belong to anyone. I should stop worrying. Ultimately, I don't suppose it matters. All I know is that I'll recognize the mayor's when I stumble across it. Let me see now. What else do we want to put down? Maybe we do want to put some more shelves down. Is this gonna look like shit? Oh yes. Oh my yes. This is no. What I read? Oh god, I should have used these in the grocery store. No, why? How about this? We like this? How do we feel about this? Yeah, maybe. I don't want to put a shelf down. I don't know why I'm looking at shelves. I think what I want to do is. I was really hoping for some kind of bookcase container type deal, but oh well. What shall we put here? Something maybe? Like a thing? I don't know. Oh, you know what we should put down actually? We should put down a rug. You put down a rug and instantly things look better. I'm gonna put down a daisy rug. Yeah. Let's make it slightly larger. My favorite thing about scaling rugs up is that they increase in thickness too, so now it's just like a very oddly thick, yeah, it now. I thought that was phasing, it probably is phasing through the floor, actually. That's always good. Oh good, I can't, oh, maybe I've crashed the game. No? There we go. Okay, oh yeah, he's the only character with a bedside table. I don't know if he's the only character. That might be a lie. But he is a character with a bedside table. I'm sure this house belongs to someone important. If you remember whose house this is, comment below. And I will be amazed that you remembered rather than me. But hey ho. Alright, I want to put a metal box at the foot of the bed. Why am I looking at furniture? You know what, let's just put a couch in. Fuck it. We need a couch. No, we will put a couch in later, but that's what'll go in that corner we were looking at earlier. So you just open the door and there's a couch. So it's good times. Alright, It's an office couch. I still don't know why offices have couches. I think that's a weird thing. I also think this texture's weird. Can you stop lagging? It's just so bare. Oh. More containers. Yeah, that's good. Oh wait. Static. Fancy Curio 01. Yes. Ooh. This is where he proudly displays all his nothing. Yep. I'm not putting anything on that. It's brutal, man. It's a hard life. Okay. It's not the secretary's house, because I'm sure her house is filled with filing cabinets. His being the mayor. Because the mayor doesn't file that shit himself. Dear God, this is the mayor's house. I think I did a better job of cluttering this one up at least. But now the time has come for lighting. Yes, good. I should probably have more misc stuff down, actually. Oh, really? Really? Just could've just had that in a pack-in, did I? I shouldn't be angry about that. That's actually nice to find. But anyway. Again, I think the mayor's gonna have some fancy lights, because he's the mayor. He gets the fancy lights. That's how it works. If you're the mayor, you get the fancy lights. Additionally, if you're the sheriff, because you need some kind of like equal attention thing, you probably also get fancy lights. Well, I don't know if that's the same for every town, but it is for this one. Tychon's a childish guy at heart. Really wish I knew why it lags sometimes and doesn't other times. Because as far as I can tell, I'm looking at more or less the same places I usually am. Whatever. Comment below if you know why it's lagging. I don't know why it's lagging. The one there. I kind of want to put one above his bed too. Like, why is this lagging now? But looking over here, where there's more stuff. Because there would be more stuff outside too, since I'm fairly sure that's the direction of the church and all that bullshit. Whereas this just has the Poacher's Guild over here. Whatever. Maybe I've gotten turned around. And in fact, we're somewhere different. That should be fine. Really need some lighting in here too. After all, when he's sitting in here with whoever he sits in here with, needs to be able to see them. See their pretty faces. I'm kidding. There's only one character with a pretty face, and it's mine. No. Actually, all the pretty faces are probably in the brothel. Everybody else will just look kind of... I say that, I can neither make pretty nor ugly faces, because my ability to create faces in the gag is minimal. Minimal at best, shall we say. Alright, I think we can have some asymmetric lighting. You know, he'll sit in the shaded seat so that if these events are ever recorded, you know, he's not caught. Sure. Where's my ashtray at, huh? Ashtray. So I finally had a look. I had a look around in-game, and we definitely need to clutter up the brothel some more and redo all the lighting there, because it is terrible. Let me tell you. You know what else? I could go for some boxes. I could go for a couple of boxes. Put a bobby pin box, why not? Maybe that's been confiscated from someone and has found its way into the mayor's house. Sure. Cigar box, absolutely. You can't be a fat cat mayor without some cigars, am I right? And of course, as you'll know, all the angles here are jaunty. What else do we want? Do you want a bread box? Perfect. You know what? I might put a radio in here, actually. I don't know why he doesn't have a radio. I also can't remember if radios are activators or furnitures. They should absolutely be activators. But I have a sneaking suspicion. That Oh, that's good actually. They are activators. Never mind. The mayor gets the clean radio, of course, because as I keep saying, he's the mayor. I think what we need to do is set this table for 1, so that we can see that while he's the mayor, he's dealing with crushing loneliness. He's not. I think there are many things that he feels, but crushing loneliness is not one of them. Misguided. Dinner plate. He even has a clean plate. That's how you know the corruption. It's when the plates are clean. You want your officials eating off dirty plates. Now, watch as I set this table incorrectly. That's on the... that is incorrect. Maybe he's left-handed. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know, and oddly, neither do I. Seems like something I ought to know. Yeah. Yes. Good. Alright. It's when you come in and strangely they have a plate, like they have a setting, yet no food anywhere. That is it, because then you know that every time they've thought, you know, I'll sit down to a meal, they've then gone, but I could go out. That's how you know. That's how you know. They have the money to go out every night. What? No, I need pack-ins. Pack in. I want to put down another light. Pack-ins. I don't care. I don't care. Where are my fancy lights? Yes, good. It's always satisfying when you accidentally drop something. It's always satisfying when you place a thing and it places the right way. You have to fiddle around with rotation. It's just like, hey, here you go. Please attach to the wall. Probably face this way so that I get less lag for some reason. That's good enough. Oh, I think this needs to be a little bit higher. Oh, well. Alright, that's fine. So, if you remember how bored I was getting with interiors, well, welcome to the next phase of boredom. This is going to be brutal. Oh, this one's probably back, right? I don't remember if this house belongs to anyone, but there we go. There's a door here. And nothing in this room. This is the room where we keep empty space. You know, for those times when you need some empty space. I think I want a cabinet in here. One of those dirty cabinets with tools in them. Yes. Very nice. Yes, good. I didn't realize I still had the rotation snap on. But hey, that's the magic of rotation snap. You don't realize when you have it on. That's not true. That's fine. So that it can hit the stairs and you just can't quite get into this drawer. But they still put stuff in it anyway. They do their best. They like drop it in there. It's a fucking mess. It's a goddamn nightmare. But hey, no, I don't make the rules. I just blindly and without question. I enforce them blindly and without question. That's what I was trying to say. Toolbook. Toolbook? Toolbook. Maybe these people used to live on the boats, but... Oh, whoops. Maybe these people used to live on the boats, but, you know, due to deaths or whatever, job vacancies opened up in Baytown, and they moved here. And you know, some habits are hard to break, so they have like a lot of tools lying around. Because you know, repairing your boat is a habit. It's not like a necessity; it's a habit. Sure, why not? I was thinking about the jobs in Baytown actually, and I think in theory they're normal jobs, but realistically it's got kind of a monarchy system going on, whereupon usually jobs will end up being passed down, like from parent to child. And the justification usually given is, you know, it just so happens that they are best qualified. I think that usually is the case. But I think, you know, very rarely when somebody dies and they don't have children, or their children are terrible at that job, they will say to people living in the Bay, be like, you know, you can apply for this job if you want. Usually they'll check through Baytown, and if it turns out, oh, actually, none of us are very good at digging graves, then that's when they'll sort of expand out into the Bay of Sins proper, and ask people, hey, you want to apply for this job? You wanna do that? Huh? Instead of living on boats and shit? And I think, you know, that's the promise to people who come. They're like, hey, you know, if you work hard, you can get a job. You can get a really nice job in a house like this. But really, it's a lie, because these are like the only people who have done that. There's not even another example. It's just these guys. But I quite like that. I like that idea. I don't know if that's ever going to come up, but you heard it here. That's how it works. Ceiling light 02. What's this? I'm fine with this. I don't know why I'm fine with this, but I am. So there we go. I'll have a couple of these in here. They look a bit post-war to me, which I quite like. I feel like people from the Bay absolutely would not get all the cool pre-war shit. They'd be like, yeah, you can have literally the shittiest house we have. That said, this house is not that bad. I know there are worse ones. So, you know, rather than it being this house, maybe they have a different house. And the thing about the toolboxes is just that these people, you know, like to fix things themselves. Maybe they're the town mechanic. Oh wait, they probably... Actually, isn't this the second chair? Or is it the penman's house? I think this might be the penman's house. Or that's the penman's house. It's one or the other. But they're prominent figures in the Produce Guild. So that explains why their house is nice. There we go. I'm trying to remember, does the caretaker lives in his... The caretaker. The Undertaker lives in his shop, doesn't he? He is 100% from Baytown. Not Baytown, the Bay. Yeah, there's a little... Yeah, I remember. Oh, let's put some lights down, shall we? I like these ceiling light O2s, actually. They're doing it for me at the moment. They're cold and horrible, and I love it. They're perfect for this. They're perfect for just the, like, you're on the margins and we don't care about you. This light reflects our attitude. It's disgusting and it's awful. So, you know, enjoy dealing with that. And, fuck you. It's perfect. Love it. Please do what I want? No. We need to find the angle that lags the least. There we go. It always seems to be when I'm facing this way. I don't know what that's about, but maybe there's just less stuff over here. I don't know. Alright, let's put this here. I think that's probably fine. I think that's fine, and I think even if it is poorly lit, nobody gives a shit. No one cares. The caretaker frequently... I don't know why he's the caretaker instead of the Undertaker. But, like at every town meeting, he's like, yeah, I can't see shit because my lights are poorly positioned. And no one even acknowledges him. The mayor doesn't even notice that he's stood up or whatever. It's just like, yeah, no one cares. He doesn't even get a, yeah, no one cares. Just, like, nobody even speaks about it. Alright, what else? These are oh, aren't they? We did the lighting for them. Yay. Yes. Okay, let's move it along. Through the lag-filled streets of Salem. This isn't Salem, it's the Bay of Sins, but, you know, whatever. I feel like this place is already lit up, but I'm not... No, it's just from the lamppost, the street lamp, that is bright enough that it actually lights this up quite a bit. That's what it is. I think this probably has warmer lights because it's, you know, it's a central location. They want people to feel at ease. They definitely don't want cold lights making people go, oh, I don't like this. No, they definitely have some warm, nice lights, I think. Let me see now. Where are this? We could do fancy lights again. I think that would be okay. There are only two kinds of lights in the Bay. If you have fancy lights, you're one of the elite. Somebody that people really like or look up to. If you have the cold lights, you may as well just leave. Yeah. I mean, it's not worth it. Oh, there we go. That looks good. Oh, that looks good and floaty. One thing I found out when I was walking through is that, like, all of the shrubs I've posted, all of the shrubs I've placed, like, all of them are floating. I'm so annoyed. I will go through those off stream because holy shit. I don't know if any of you want to watch an hour of me just going to shrubs and then holding the Z key down and lowering them just like a little bit. I mean, if you do, comment below. We can make that stream happen. But yeah, otherwise I'll do that off stream, which I think is fine. I think that's okay. Doing it off stream, not them flowing. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Saba. Alright. I'm not gonna light up the upper floor, first floor, because again, it's not being used for anything. I'm pretty sure it's still got debris up there. It's just a shithole. Maybe that's one of the things that they talk about at the town meeting. They're like, hey, the canteen could really use clearing out the upper floor so that we can see more people. And people are like, yeah, we'll do that, sure. And then they don't. Welcome to the Bay of Sins, where we say we'll do things and then we don't. Now, I'm sure that some of you are watching this thinking, hey, those are all gonna look a bit uneven because their X and Y coordinates aren't the same. And you're right, but this is a home that has been specifically refurbished post-war. And because of that, people are completely incapable of putting things on like the same horizontal axis. It's just beyond them. Post-war, they've completely lost that ability. You know, after the nuclear explosions, I was gonna say after the nuclear explosions, I can't even remember what those things are called. They're like the little bars with two green containers of liquid. I think it's probably just water. They're called like a scale weight or something. But that's not even relevant to this because these are all placed, you know, straight. They're just not on the same. You know, I should just stop saying this sentence now. I think I'm good. I think I've displayed enough incompetence now. Go on the wall. Yeah, it's good. What's that? That's fine. Not on the same X and Y. They're not on the same Z coordinate is what I meant to say. They're also not on the same X and Y, but that's because they're not all literally in exactly the same place. We'll put this up here, and we can get away with putting this up here because it's post-war, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna have a fridge there, so put the light above it. Oh yeah, okay. Sure. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. I'm always mildly surprised when the angle changes and suddenly it's not lagging. I'm like, whoa. I feel like Keanu Reeves after he gets Kung Fu uploaded into his brain. This looks like it's a merchant's house. Is this Malcolm's house? It's not Malcolm's house. I'm pretty sure we gave Malcolm a special safe. Do they have a kid? I feel like they might have a kid. They don't. Huh. I don't know whose house this is. It's a generic merchant's house. Okay. I think the merchants are actually pretty well respected. I don't think anyone's like, fuck them. So they get nice lights, although they don't get the fancy lights. They don't get the fancy lights. It's a more complex class system than just you're a piece of shit or hey, we really like you. There's also in between where it's like, well, we kind of have to deal with you, so I guess. I don't know what to go for. What about 01? Does 01 look nice? No. No, it doesn't. Not even a little bit. Okay. I don't want to do another hanging light. I don't like these. This isn't at all what I was thinking of. How does this look? Is this bright? No, not bright. Is it warm? No. No, it's okay. I think I just fucked something up and then saved. It's fine. That's fine. We probably also need to color this up. Again, the rug really helps. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like, oh, there's a rug. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know what? Let's put a curio in here. Everybody's curios are empty. Just you know, for reasons. That's all for reasons. Yeah. Oh, my phone's buzzing. Good. Excellent. Alright, lights. This isn't gonna be good, is it? I still don't even know what... Oh, no. Okay, alright. Oh, excuse me. There's, this one's short enough. Then I don't have a problem with it being the one we use. Oh, it's very short. It's very short, yes, good. Okay, now hopefully it's warm enough. I'm okay with that. It's not super warm, but I can go with it. It's not super warm, but these people aren't super valued. So there. Take that. These people get heard out at town meetings, but, you know, like the people at the cafeteria, whatever they say just doesn't happen, regardless of what the townspeople say will happen. Say the townspeople, regardless of what the mayor says will happen. He's like, oh yeah, we'll fix that for sure. That's a big issue. Get right on that. Don't even worry about it or bring it up again. Don't worry or call me out on my bullshit, okay? Alright. Okay. That is acceptable. This one doesn't need lighting because it's disgusting and wrecked. One thing I would like to point out, they could easily renovate these and then let the people in the bay come and live here, but they don't. Just think about that for a bit. You just think about that for a bit, so I don't have to talk about anything. I think I've sufficiently made the point that things are not equal here. Oh, this is the head chair of the Produce Guild's building. Yeah. No, she definitely gets the fancy lights. Oh yeah. Fancy lights for her. Yes. She probably doesn't even like the fancy lights either. I think she probably is a bit annoyed that she has to put up with them. She probably prefers the one. Just that singular one. She probably prefers the ones that are in the Produce Guild. She probably thinks they're more efficient. But she gets these ones because that's just how Cyrus rolls. I like throwing out these names every once in a while, like fully aware that I'm pretty sure I haven't emphasized enough who these people are for people to remember. Cyrus is the mayor. Cyrus is the mayor and Tychon is the sheriff. They're probably the two. They're probably the only two names worth remembering. Like if you can remember those two, these streams, you know, they'll go a lot easier. That said, most of the time I don't even normally talk about them. Most of the time I just talk about, like, I don't know, growing toenails or something. That's not true. I've never spoken about that on stream. That's a lie. That's not what I meant to press. Please turn camera. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect, actually. She can't actually see what she's doing late at night. Go up. Yeah. Oh, that actually looks pretty even. Alright. Okay. That looks pretty even and not at all helpful for this desk. Perfect. Okay. Now we want to go over to this house. Maybe, please. I'll just let the creation kit do whatever it wants. Just don't hurt me. Maybe? That didn't help at all. This might be someone important's house. Every time I see the yellow bed, I think, oh, does this belong to somebody important? Is that an important person's house? They don't have a safe, so they're not a merchant. That's how it works. You know, I'm looking around, and this is not the house of somebody who gets the fancy lights. No. This is the house of somebody who gets cool, disgusting lights. So just know, if you walk into a house and they have, like, really cold lights, they're probably somebody you can kill without anyone really complaining at all. You can just sort of go in there, stab them as much as you like, take all their shit, and then leave. No one will notice. Actually, if you do that, the sheriff will come along and then extort you. He won't arrest you or demand anything. He'll just be like, you know, we can make this go away. This is that place. What am I don't know why we're putting cabinets in here now, but we are. It would help if I could remember whose house this is, but I don't. So there it is. Let's do this, and let's find one out. Sure. I want to put a lunchbox on here. So I'm going to. Screw it. Lunch pail. Perfect. I also want a hammer. Here is my hammer and my lunch pail. Oh, good. What am I looking for? This guy teams. Oh, you know what? Let's put a lunchbox down too. Or not. Thanks, creation kit. To be fair, I think that did go down, but somewhere underneath the cabinet. So maybe I shouldn't complain too much. Or maybe I should complain even more. You decide. Fairly sure this will fall on its own, this lunchbox, so if I put it up a little bit too high... Actually, that looks fine. I think I'm worried over nothing. Oh no, it's definitely floating. Normally I would just make it fall, but I'm pretty sure if I do that, it'll fall through the cabinet. That's close enough? That's close enough. Oh, there. This is the lunchroom with the lunch things. Okay. Let's put this in. One day I will learn that I can't just put things on here. The lunch pail going down normally didn't help me learn that lesson. I also want to put duct tape here. I don't know why. This is a very odd assortment of things. I have various lunchboxes here, a hammer, and some duct tape. You come to all the conclusions you like. We'll hopefully be okay. Duct tape. Oh, rare duct tape. No, that's too much duct tape. Come on. How's that? Oh, that's actually fine. Yay! Wait, is that floating? Is the lunch pail flowing? Oh, the amount of anger I'm gonna feel. This is what I get. This is what I get for trusting the lunch pail. This is why it's the only one in the entire Bay of Sins. I want to leave this bare. I don't want to put anything here. So I won't. Where are my pack-ins? Hello, pack-ins. So, yeah, cold lights. You could just kill these people. No one would have to know. This one, why not? Because it's floating, that's why not. Oh, okay. Guess we'll have to do, hanging ceiling lights then. That's fine. Can we do one of the short ones? This one. Lower it just a little bit. Yeah, there we go, that should be fine. And now watch, as it turns out it's not in the center of the room and I need to replace it. I can live with that. I live with that. Again, these aren't, you know, these aren't fancy light people. These are just normal people. These are normal people who no one likes. Well, some people probably like them. Where are my cold lights? Where have I put those? Oh, here we are. Ceiling light 01. Wonderful. We'll put this over here. Put this over here and then enjoy some lag. Good old-fashioned lag. I don't know why I care so much that this is directly over the table, but I do. That's what's going on there. I'm really concerned about that. I feel like there just aren't enough people who have lights directly over the tables. Let's put this here. Yeah, it's good. There, that looks acceptable. Okay. I think I'm gonna end this part here. I think this turned out to be kind of a normal length stream, which was surprising, to say the least. There we go. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that if you did enjoy, you will come back and watch some more. I have a Twitter account and a YouTube account, both of which I will post a thing to 15 minutes before I go live. So if you want to catch these streams when they're happening, those are good ways to stay informed. You can also follow me here on Twitch. Sometimes I forget to mention that, but you can do that. That's a thing. So thank you again for watching, and have a fantastic day.